Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Slaverian Trucker. Today we're gonna go get the best engine in the game, the Kazmat 10.8 liters. It is massive, it has a lot of torque, and I'm also gonna get some upgraded tires for this truck, which we're really gonna need because we're gonna need that extra grip to put all that power down, because otherwise it's gonna be a bit of a drifty machine. Basically they're the same rims and tires, but in a new condition instead of old or rusty. I'm also just going to take these Potts wheels. I bought these at Freiburgers in Nova Chacuta. I brought my tow bar. I'm just going to get going. I also have in the back 2 repair boxes, because the engine, when we find it, will have 5% condition or something. So you're going to need at least 1 box to bring it up to 55%, and then it should be totally drivable. But I brought a second one just in case. And I also have 4 full fuel cans, so that's 8 liters of oil. I think, off the top of my head, I think that it uses 11 liters of oil. So even if it would be 8 liters in total, that would be fine. But maybe it's enough to actually fill it up. I think there's already a little bit of fuel in there. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna follow these power poles, gonna keep them on our left side, and this is the easiest way to find the shortcut, in my opinion, because we're gonna take a shortcut over the mountains. Some of you will know that the developer has changed these mountains a bit. It's a little trickier to do the shortcut. There are now a bunch of rocks and there's a toll booth, a toll gate thing. But you can still totally do it, even with on day 1 with a starter engine, no upgrades. Just a half an hour ago I started a fresh run. I didn't fill up any liquids or anything, I just went for it and it was a-okay. There's just this little bit that gets steep where I had to go into first gear, but you can get past the shortcut for free. And the way back is a little trickier. I don't know if there's a free way to get back, but I do have a different shortcut you can do once we have a better engine and better rear tires. So we'll get to that later. But yeah, for now we're just gonna book it. Okay, maybe a little bit more careful. And again, keep the power poles on our left, and we're gonna be aiming right for that, a little bit to the right of that big ass rock. Now here it can get a little bumpy, so just find a nice line for rear. The engine technically isn't the most torquey engine in the game, but it is definitely my favorite. I think it's probably the best one in the game. I don't know, it might be up for debate. It might be a little bit a preference thing. Oh wow, we don't have the grip. Probably should have left it in second gear, actually, it would have been faster. But hey, this works. We're over this bump, that's probably the toughest bit. And we're just going to be aiming roughly for that power pole again. Just need to get up this slope. And then very soon on our right should be the toll booth. It's not a booth, but that's just what I'm going to call it. Yeah, so normally what you would do, what you're supposed to do, is drive here, get out, pay the guy 50,000 Slaverian dollars, and he'll open the gate for you. But honestly, this is just about as easy, if you ask me. We could just follow these this rock wall south a little bit, and then let's see. You can find different places where you could just tumble down the cliff, but we're gonna do something a little bit more elegant. I'm just gonna go towards this section of rock. It's a little bit more reddish, and we could just go up here. This also works with the default engine. Gotta find a line so that your wheels keep contact with the ground. But it's not too tricky. And it's all not too steep here, so it's not like you're gonna tumble down if you do it wrong the first time. But yeah, I think we have to go around this thingy. Yep, that seems about right. And now we're gonna switch to first gear. Ah, shit. You can get a little stuck here. There. Wow, I'm doing this in the most poor way I could have, I guess. But you know, I guess this is a worst case scenario. We'll just do a bit of a J turn. Can we do that without rolling? Not really. Ah, screw it. It's fine. We made it in one piece. Oh, that was a weird bump, but okay. My game has been having some weird physics with these tires, but that's okay. So we're just duck. We're just gonna keep going, and again we're gonna keep the power poles on our left, and this is gonna bring us straight to Savelsk, and then after that we can go to Sterlikin. And from there you can, it's a pretty short drive, pretty short drive to the tires, and along the coast also to the engine. And I could just race straight to the engine, but I really want those better wheels and tires, because, yeah, I may have said it already, but we really need that extra grip. It's on the straight road, it's fine to use the normal default wheels, but if you want to go up a hill, then that grip is going to be extremely useful. So I think it's kind of a must, sorta. It's not an actual must, but to keep it a fun truck to drive, I say go for it. Of course I could have used those other free wheels that we found last time, but this'll do. I prefer this because it looks more like the stock truck. So we're just gonna race through Savelsk, going straight west, just straight across this intersection, and I'm gonna book it towards Sterlikin. You can also get a really nice quest there for a truck, I think. Really close to, well, not the Sterlikin, but pretty close to where we pick up the tires. Definitely want to do that too at some point in the future. I haven't used it all that much, but there's this really nice four-wheel drive truck that I've been dying to give a proper test. But all in good time. There's so much to do in this game, and most things take a bit of time. It's a slow game, and I'm kinda speedrunning it in this series. But yeah, in my when I played this the first time, I took my sweet ass time. It's been nice, just driving. A very zen game. I love it. So yeah, at some point this road should start curving south towards Sterlikin. And we could probably deviate from the road to make it a little bit quicker, but this is, I'm just gonna take the easiest route to navigate. I think it's still fairly quick. There's a car there, there's some goodies in there I think, but not that much that's really worthwhile. I'll pick that up later. I also just want to get there fairly quickly, for those that just want to see the route. But yeah, there we have Sterlikin, hell yeah. See, this way, when you don't have to go around the mountain, it is so much faster. So I'm gonna cut the corner here. We can already see a path there, a little bit to our right. So I'm just gonna go around Sterlikin and meet up with that road. And this road goes out of the west side of Sterlikin towards Gonsk, I think it's called. Something with a G. It's a really small town, it doesn't have too much to offer except for that mission for the truck. It's a bit of work, but you can get a truck for free, which is awesome. I really like that most trucks in this game are free. And we can already see the sea, which means we're getting really close. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, a little trouble keeping it on the road. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go a little bit further right here, go around Gunsk. And let me check the compass. Yeah, north is in, oh sorry, chaos. We're going almost north. I think it's right after this bump, right in front of us. You can see a little pole, like so many ruins. It has a little pole. And that indicates a ruin. Not all poles have loot, have a ruin, but often they're worth checking out. And there we go, that's it. This is where we find the wheels. I'm definitely gonna pick those up real quick. Just get out the car, truck. And here we go. Dual wheel left and dual wheel right. This is a huge upgrade. I think when the condition is lower, the grip is a little bit worse, so I want to fix those up a little bit. But first I want to get the engine, because I'm not sure how much of the repair boxes I want to use on what. How's the fuel looking? Fuel's looking good. Sweet, then let's just keep going. Is my handbrake on? It is. Sometimes with these powerful engines, I don't realize if my handbrake is on. First and second gear, there's so much torque, it doesn't really matter. Then suddenly chugging in third, I'm like, I should probably check. But yeah, for the engine, we just keep following the coastline. Keep it fairly close to the coastline. Like, I don't know. I think I'm pointing right at it now. But we'll see. We do have to deal with a couple bears. That sounds spicy. You might think I need an engine for this shit or something. An engine? I mean a rifle or a shotgun. But there's no need really. If you want to cheese it, you go to the settings and make the whole game friendly. Make all enemies friendly. But you can just lure away the bears and drive there. It's really no biggie. I think we're also gonna get some good stuff to sell. But yeah, I think there's some World War II helmets or something. This is kind of cool. I hope there's nothing illegal, because I would hate to go for all the trouble to avoid the cops. But we'll see. Yeah, we're not there yet. We have to keep going a little bit further. I think when how do you say that? When right there in the distance you can see the sea coming a bit further inland. And I'm pretty sure that's where, if we're there, then we're far enough, and then we could go straight east towards a ruin. But I'm sure we can see it before then. But that's a good indicator, a good landmark to look out for. So we're almost there, and I think I see it in the distance. There we go. So it can be missed, but if you drive to this place, to this little bump, and you bring a compass, and then you go from this bump straight east, should be able to find it. It's not too difficult to navigate, in my opinion. So yeah, there we go. Now let's see, I'm sure we can hear the bears soon enough. I think it's just 2 bears, no wolves. Not that 2 bears isn't bad enough, they will F you up really quickly. There's one. Ooh, and there's another. Yeah, want to make sure to get both of them, because I don't want to kite them away twice. And what I like to do is, I do try to keep some distance from them, because they can push you they can quite easily push you around or something. And sometimes it's really difficult to get moving again if they just keep pushing you sideways. It's not like they're going to turn you over. I mean, typically. It's probably possible, but but they can just push you backwards and stuff and keep you spinning in circles. It's a real pain. So I'm pretty sure we're already more than far enough, but just in case I'm gonna keep going a little bit more. And I'm just gonna go in highest gear with a big loop. I'm gonna head back there. You can probably still see him there. It's probably gonna be really hard to see for you guys, but I still have my eyes on them and they're not following anymore. Sweet. And if you're just on the range, if you're fairly close to them, you can hear them making noise, even if they're too far for to attack you. So the fact that we don't hear them growl means we should be good. And there we have it, a free engine, 10.8 liter Kazmat. 3% condition, I think I said 5, my bad, but doesn't matter. I'm just gonna repair it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That's 53% condition. And I'm gonna repair both of these wheels. 43 and 52. Did they not match? Weird. 63, 72. How many do I have left? One more in the engine. That'll do for now. I think I'm just quickly gonna drive. Where am I gonna drive? I think I'm also gonna get the upgraded front wheels actually for this truck. Let me just go into a lighter gear. Oh wait, I can't leave yet. There's more goodies. There we go. 1 World War II helmet, and I think there's 2 more. I'm just gonna put them in the inventory real quick because I would like to get the heck out of here. I think this pallet is worth something like 50,000, depending on where you go. Ooh, another radiator, hell yeah. I'm not sure why this pallet is upside down. I think a bear knocked it over. Empty beer case, don't care. And oh, that's a chair. That's a seat for the free truck I mentioned. This is a grill for that free truck, and this is a hood for our truck. And I think that's it. But that is a-okay. I think those, what's this, bricks? I think these are worth like 88,000 in Stelican. I'm gonna leave them here for now, but I will try to remember to here. So yeah, what I would recommend is just driving to Kazmat. If you keep going north just a little bit more, you should see a salt flat really soon. I think you can see it from up here, because in Kazmat you can find all the wheels for this truck in new perfect condition. So I'm just gonna go northeast, maybe a little bit more east. I'm pretty sure that if we just keep going, we should reach salt flat soon. Although it's looking a little different than I thought. Maybe it's just hidden behind a couple bumps. That's probably it. Maybe we're a little further away from Kazmat than I thought, but it's not gonna be. We don't have to go past those mountains. I'm fairly sure of that. And those mountains are the ones that separate the east side of and the west side of the map. So I'm pretty sure we're going in the right direction. I've never really been extremely lost in this game so far. It feels huge. It is a big map. It's a really well done map too. I really love it. But usually it's not that big that you're like driving around for days. But yeah, this is the salt flats. So obviously there's a salt mine that we can go. This is where we can do drag racing. I think this is... It's probably here actually. Yeah, this is the drag race track, which is really fun. We're definitely coming back for this. I love drag racing in this game. It's a really OP way to make money actually. It's a little bit nuts. It's kind of game breaking, but I don't mind it. I like that it's an option. If you don't want to go down that route and just stay trucking, then go for it. There are plenty ways to make a lot of money. Oh, by the way, all the way from north to south for the salt flats is this road. So if you find this road, just go north and you'll know it goes to Komsodinsk, or go south to go back to Savesk. A bit of a navigation tip if you're following it along. Yeah, we're just gonna... oh shit, that's a car. I was definitely paying attention. Yeah, we're just gonna go into town and maybe get another repair box, because I would like to get those wheels to 100%. And yeah, find a nice place to swap the engine. So as you can see, this is a much bigger city than most in the game. Actually, this is by far the biggest, I'd say. It looks much more, well, not necessarily super modern, but I mean much more, whoops, clean and western and, well, you know, this looks maybe more like a remnant from before the apocalypse or whatever happened. I actually have no idea what the lore is of this game. I'm just trucking, man. So this place has building materials, yes. Then right here is a vehicle repair and services. Is this the place with the wheels? I do not know, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. There's one of few places that has radios. Also one of few, probably the only place where you can get green paint, which is cool. Rust suspension, new. Repair box, yes please. And let me check how much oil is in this engine. If you're having, it took me a while to find the oil cap the first time. It's right here. It's actually, you know, once you know it, it's the... Again, I have this bug that I can't see the contents of an engine, so... The first number is disappearing. 0.7. I think I'm just gonna pour in... Man, I wish I could fix this. Oh wait, 2.2. Sweet. Okay, so it was... almost entirely empty. I think it had like 0.2. So basically if we get 5 of those, it'll have at least 10 liters. And that's fine, in my opinion. Nice. Let's quickly pour these in. And actually, let me also, let me first do the tires. Because then I'll know if I need another one of these repair boxes. There we go, 63, 73. That's definitely gonna do, but I have plenty money. As I said last time, I did a couple more runs, a couple more of those same deliveries. All 0 liters in them, all empty. Let's just pick up one more repair box and one more motor oil. I also like to just have a couple repair thingies in here. So I don't think I need all of them. Oh, now I can't reach it, huh? There. We'll leave it at 93. Trying to be cost effective here. And we'll fill it with one more thing of oil and then we're gonna swap all the parts. Nice. Let me grab my toolbox, drop the engine. I'm gonna leave the engine... I'm gonna leave turbo on the engine, because we have now so much more power, we really don't need a turbo on it. Of course we could, but I just don't like the noise of the turbo. It's so loud. Oh, shit. We can't just keep using the rust radiator, that is A-okay. If you do keep it pegged at max RPM, then it will overheat. But in normal driving, it's probably fine. Also, there are more of these really big wheels. That's awesome. Radiator for the Zua. I think I'm a little bit distracted. This is the brand new default engine for the truck. And it's really cool that you can buy it if you do want it to be as stock as possible, but shiny and new and with more power. It has way more power than the rusty one. But also, by the time you get to it, you probably have the option of getting something more powerful. But it's there for who wants it, which I do appreciate. Yeah, let me just close the hood. And oh, I'm also gonna swap the wheels, of course. First time around, I didn't, and I took off. I also did the repairs here, then the replacement of the engine. And it was a little bit rough. It was so slippery. It was kind of fun though. It was very drifty and silly. Alright, put in the toolbox. We don't need the front wheels, of course. We just need that extra grip in the rear. But, you know, I also just kind of like the look of the darker wheels anyways. Let's just be consistent and stuff. So I think if I follow this road, I got led straight to the parts store. Let's see if I remember this well. I think it's right here. And I think it also has some engines and stuff. I think there's a lot of goodies here. Just hop out. Ooh, we can just get a Kazmat radiator, that's right. We can just buy it here. I'm definitely gonna get the front left and right wheels for the Russ. Oh, completely full. Let's see, what can I dump? 4, 5, 6, those aren't too big. A radiator. Seat. There, that'll do. That's plenty of space. Gonna pick these up. And how much already? The 200,000. It's a bit expensive. But I know I'm never gonna overheat. It's kinda nice when you're climbing mountains and doing silly shit. I have the money, I can justify the cost, I think. So I will. It's not a must, it really isn't. We're gonna need to find some coolant, but... none that should be good. So I'm just gonna put the radiator in the back. I'm not gonna swap it yet. Actually, oh, it has a decent amount of fluids. 12 liters. That's right. If you buy a new part, often it'll have decent condition and decent contents, so it's not too bad. Yeah, screw it, let's just swap it out straight away. Gonna look at the radiator. That means we have another rusty part to sell. Actually, we could do that right now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sell a couple things I know I'm not gonna need. That's perfect, because a lot of people don't know how to sell stuff they don't need. And yeah, it's... actually, I do want to keep this one, because this is for that free truck. But this is the same hood we keep finding everywhere. And this is my original radiator, I'll keep it. This is identical, I think. Let me put it in light. Yeah, this is a rusty one. So we could sell that. We could sell our old wheels, but sometimes... Screw it, let's sell the old wheels. I usually like to keep original parts, but also, why bother? It's not like I'm ever going to use them. They're going to just clog up the place. I do want to keep this engine, because it has served me well. Even if very briefly, honestly. But yeah, I'm just going to take this part and just drop it in this pallet. Just bring it to this box. Not all repair shops have it. This style repair shop I think always has it. Not repair shop, but parts store. But if it's more of a fancy shop like Freiburgers or some of the others, it might not. So just look around for a place like this with a pallet in the corner. And this is how you get rid of random parts that you don't know what to do with. I do want to have a quick look at what we have here. We have a brand new jerkin engine, we have hoods, doors, Poloska wheels. Yeah, not that much super exciting, but nice. We do have a Kazmat bed. And of course, we have the Kazmat. This truck is... A lot of people like it. I kind of hated it. It's too heavy. I kind of felt like mine was glitched, like there was another truck embedded in it or something. It kind of felt too heavy. It couldn't get up hills because it didn't have the grip to carry all that weight. It didn't have the power for all that weight. You could give it a turbo that helps, but it responded very weirdly. Something's felt off with it. I kind of feel like maybe it's just on my end, because I know people like it. So yeah, we might get this and give it another try. Maybe it was just... yeah, I don't know, maybe. Let me know if you guys really want to see it. But for now, I'm just gonna swap these wheels. No, not these. 4 and 5, I'm gonna sell these. I want to be really careful because I have other wheels in my inventory too. 4 and 5 for the Russ wheels, and just making sure 2 and 3 are the Potts wheels. Hell yeah. I guess that means we can sell these too. Yeet. And... yeet. I don't care too much about the condition of these front wheels. 70% is fine. Still tricky to find the right spot sometimes. And there we go. Just grab something to drink. Now what I can do as a final thing for today... Oh my god, please work with me here. I'm just gonna take all these bottles of water out, because if you take them all out, the 6-pack container disappears. There. Character is really struggling with the first. It's almost midnight. What we can do is we can go to bed, and in the morning I could show you another shortcut to get back. It is a mountain pass. Technically, well, I'll just show you. It's probably easier than trying to communicate. Let's eat some bread and some sausage. And just still going, huh? Let me fix that. Yeah, I'll just sleep and I'll show you how we're gonna get back. Because normally you can go all the way south. And that's a pretty long route, obviously. That's why we use the shortcut. Then there's the shortcut, but the shortcut on the way back does require 50,000. And right now it's not even the shortest route. Because we'd have to go south so far first. But since we're here, and I'll use the shortcut the normal way often enough in the future, I'm sure. But since we're here, there's also the windy mountain pass. But now that we have such a stupid amount of power, Oh, it's so good. It's even a lot more powerful than the Jerkins with the turbo, I think. But now that we're in Komsomolsk anyways, we can just go out of town on the south side. Oh, do we need fuel? Do we need fuel? We have half a tank. We should be fine, but I'm always paranoid about fuel. We use a lot of fuel in this game. Whoop. Park it here. There we go. We still have more than 700,000, so that's good. We didn't spend too much here, luckily. Forgot to get coolant, but can't be bothered right now. I'll just do it at the nearest supermarket I get when we're back. Pretty sure we're gonna be fine. Famous last words. Usually with this engine I just drive off in second, switch to fourth, then to fifth. That's plenty of torque to deal with that, unless we're completely loaded up with goodies. So yeah, I just, again, I follow the power lines when I get out of town. And right between the first and the second mountain, you can take a shortcut. That's also where the mountain pass is. But you can kinda go past the mountain pass, if that makes sense. You can kinda get really close to it and just go up in a straight line. At least it's worth... I've done it a couple times and it wasn't too bad. Maybe I took the mountain, took the last couple zigzags up, but mostly you could just drive straight up because we have so much power now, so much grip. It's really good. Would be even better if we had all-wheel drive, but maybe we'll get some all-wheel drive upgrade in the future for this truck. That would be really awesome. Might make it OP though. Probably would make it OP. It's already so good. Alright, just want to get over this bump real quick. And I think this is where I usually turn in. Just aim for the lowest part. It's usually a good idea. And hope it doesn't get too bumpy and too weird. Oh shit. That wasn't super smooth, I didn't see that at all. We might actually be kind of crossing the road quite a few times, but still, it's gonna be quicker. Oh, okay, we have better grip, but maybe not that much grip. Might be better to stick to the side, but as long as this works, why not? You're just switching to max gear while we're in this steep of an incline. It's nuts, and this engine's like, yeah, this is fine. This is a-okay. You can really tell it was made for that heavier truck. Oh shit, slippery. I didn't know that surface was so slippery. Yeah, now I think we just keep going straight here and we should be good. Sometimes I'll just take the mountain pass with after I get the tire upgrades at least. I've done this mountain pass with a stock truck, but it was a little bit rough. More than a little, it's really rough. You don't have the grip, you have an open differential lock, and it makes such odd angles that it's very easy to lift one of the rear wheels. So, you know, and when you lift, you don't have the grip. So yeah, for this last bit, I will go on the road. So that should help, because it gets bumpy and weird. And the road shouldn't be too much of an issue. You can just, you know, stick it in third or even fourth gear and just kind of use momentum for the hairpins. That should really help. It's my main negative with the mountain pass. It's just so incredibly long. It just takes forever. So if you can take a shortcut for the first part, do the last couple of turns, and there we go. We're on top of the mountain. And from here on out, we could just zoom down. I don't know what's that dark area? Is that Balesk? I'm not sure. Seems a bit dark. Maybe it's farmland. I think the farmland is a bit darker. But yeah, just sticking it in first gear for a bit of engine braking, it's not going to be enough. I'm also full on the brakes. It's not enough. We're definitely going to just tumble down this hill at some point. Oh, kind of feels like there's no way we're going to keep this in check. We're going 150 kilometers an hour with no way to stop. But actually, it's tracking fairly well. Oh, there we go. Shit. Sorry for the shaky footage. It's can be a little rough to watch, but we're on our wheels again. And there we go. That's how you get over the mountains the cheesier way. Well, it's not too cheesy. We have the power in the grip. But, you know, of course that accident would have probably killed you IRL. It also works in the other way. Just go up right in that direction. You could just drive over it in both directions. So yeah, I hope this was useful. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I've been going for quite a while. Yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to see. I think next time I'm gonna go back to Kazmat and look for a Ludu. The Lada, of course. And that's gonna be a great drag monster, especially if we give it this engine. And the wheels we found. And just keep it as an empty shell, basically. Just put in just the necessary parts. We should be able to be very profitable with the drag races. That could be a fun thing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.